Hello again, traders. Right, it's been a while since I made a video. Quite frankly, the reason being that there are so many now, I've made over 900, that every question that requires an answer can be found by using search on my YouTube channel. Just choosing your search words carefully, like valid, so it will show you what valid trend lines are, valid what I consider a valid uptrend and downtrend, and so on and so forth. What is a valid 3CR reversal, and all sorts of things like that. So choose your keywords to search for carefully: 3CR, RSI, histo, alerts, weekly, dashboards, you name it. Think carefully about what you want to find an answer to, and then take the time to watch my videos. Don't forget, you can speed up the videos, so and also so you can save time. You can also look at subtitles. There are about 150 languages, so take your time. Trust me, there will be answers to everything you require on here, and that's the upsell, as it were. Now I talk about these dashboards. These dashboards are proving priceless, absolutely priceless. You can find multiple trades every day by just looking at the weekly charts. This is the weekly, the daily, the monthly at the end and start of the month, or even midway through the month. It'll give you an idea of what's going on. I.e. a green month will tell you it's bullish potentially, but especially if it's above the open of the previous month or the high of the previous month. And these weekly charts, these are brilliant. And the thing that prompted me to make this video is it's important to remember that what you're seeing with two green candles, preferably two solid green candles like this, but bigger than these ones. There aren't any others well, this is a great example here. Two big green candles are an uptrend, low, high, higher, low, higher, high. And what do we get when we have a three swing? That's swing 1, 2, 3, potentially a pullback, and there you got swing 4. And that's what I see. You know, swing 1, swing 2 is the pullback, swing 3 continuation, swing 4 a massive pullback. So when we look at these, whether it's on the weekly chart, the daily chart, the even the H4 charts, although I prefer to see 3 or 4 H4 red or green bars, because you know, half a day is sort of a trading period, if you like, 12 hours, where traders might have been selling throughout the Asian session, possibly the London session, after maybe a little pullback at the London Open, just to add more sell orders in this instance, and then potentially a pullback after 3 or 4 green or red H4 bars. So, you know, thinking outside the box. You don't have to have all these different terminologies like the Strat have or my 3CR have. Don't overcomplicate things. 2 rising green bars is a massive trend, as I explained. Expect possibly a pullback, but you don't enter just based on the on these 2 bars, because they may well continue. Whereas one that continued without a pullback, well, probably here, low, high, higher, low, higher, high. Well, we can see there would be sellers at that level. So you know, everything is on your charts. It pays to be careful, cautious, but you don't enter willy-nilly. As I said, you enter using valid reasons to enter. Now, whether that again is a 3CR, a trend reversal that I show you, and I talk about these things all the time, which is every trade looks the same. So all you'd need to do is go on the lower time frames at this point, look at, say, M15. The first sign of a potential reversal would be an M15 3CR, and then you track that 3CR. Again, you don't enter straight away on the 3CR. Watch the pullback up, and then watch the continuation down. And the other The other important, really important thing, and the reason I made this video, is that if you don't set up this, and while I think of it, TradingView have a similar app available, I think, so look up on my my pinned tweet. Thinkorswim have one, MT5 definitely have one. There are different versions of this. You can set it up in all sorts of different ways. As I said, search using dashboards and you will see the progression of me developing this dashboard. It is another person indicator. Someone pointed that out to me ages ago, so thank you to, I think it's David, who designed the indicator, and you'll find links to him on Forex Factory. I forget his username now, and thanks to him it's given me the inspiration to create my dashboard looking like this. Now everyone can create different ones. You could have all three different time frames in a vertical row, you know, DXY, weekly, daily and H4, or however you care to set it up. So back to the other thing about these, the other really important thing in my opinion, you will not learn this just by looking at back tests. I mean, you can, but it's far better to, say for example, watch them in real time. You know, at the weekend I called a short trade. I think it wasn't EG, but I would have suggested looking carefully at EG for a reversal, because you've got a massive bar, and engulfing 3CR in fact. And look what happened, it pulled back. I can't remember the pair that I said look carefully at. It might have been gold, yeah, because this was potentially a 3CR break of resistance here. And if we'd have just been studying this in hindsight like now, you wouldn't have really seen the significance of that pullback. But that pullback's massive. That was probably 100 odd pips or more, because it's a weekly chart. So by constantly checking these at the weekend and making notes, and then updating your notes and seeing what happened, and overnight as well, like the daily one I posted yesterday, cable. So we'll get a daily one. I mentioned a 3CR here. No, I didn't on Twitter, I apologise, but I saw this 3CR here, and look what's happened, massive pullback. I mentioned this 3CR here. There's the penultimate low, there's the ultimate low, that is the penultimate high, and it's broken and closed above, and look what happens, price comes back and tests it. On a daily chart, that was a 25-30 pip move there to the downside. So you won't see this so clearly if you just study these charts after the event. But if you look at these overnight and then make a note, 3CR, 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 this was a 3CR, this was a 3CR, and another point I made on Twitter, they are an indication of what might happen. If they go up and don't do what you expect a pullback, I mean, these pullbacks, unfortunately the spread is so bad on these cryptos that I don't bother trading them weekdays. I play with them at the weekends, and if I see a slam dunk AAA plus trade, I'll take it and take the hit on the spread. But look what happened. We got the 3CR up, we did have a little pullback, it's obviously hit some sort of supply here, and now we have another strong pullback as well. So these things are a learning tool, and that's the point of this video. There are so many ways to learn from them, you know. And I mentioned 2 green bars, low, high, higher, low, higher, high. That's an uptrend. That is swing 1, swing 2, swing 3, swing 4, and potentially now this may well be swing 5 to the upside. Elliott wavers, all you need is candlesticks to do your Elliott waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABCs and so on and so forth. So, you know, two big green, I've lost my mouse for a moment there, sorry. 2 big green candles, low, high, higher, low, higher, high, pullback. Where does it pull back to? It tests some sort of resistance to the left hand side, broken. This one didn't pull back, so that's the importance of looking at or waiting for a valid reversal. You can see why it didn't pull back straight away, because it wasn't into a level of supply on the left hand side. When it finally did touch that supply, in other words selling pressure, then it's had a massive pullback. I think AJ was interesting on the weekly chart actually. AJ, yeah, no, it's not as interesting as I thought it might be, but you get my point. 2 red candles, high, low, lower, high, lower, low, and massive pullback. High, low, lower, high, lower, low. 2 strong candles, massive pullback. 2 strong candles, massive pullback. Red, I mean. Two green candles, although that's not ideal because it is a wick, and I want to see preferably 2 full green candles, if you like, with a reasonably small wick, like that instance there. But we've still got the pullback. This instance, we've got 3 green candles. We did have a little pullback on here. This is a weekly chart, remember, so that's probably worth 30 or 40 pips easily. That's probably a day's worth of pulling back. So they opened up Monday, pulled back, and then continued, and not necessarily in that order. It might have gone up a little bit, then down a bit, and then gone up a load, and then pulled back. But, you know, we don't enter them based on the candlestick formation there. We enter them using our rules, 3CR, reversals, momentum, and so on and so forth. 2 green candles, low, high, high, low, high, high, massive pullback. Now, you might have discounted that if you were looking at this just like we are today, but if you were looking at it there, you were prepared for potentially that pullback and then the continuation. So, you know, the lesson I'm trying to get across to you is look at these things at the weekend, at the month end, at the day end. I start looking at them about 3 or 4 in the afternoon because I'm relaxing then, watching some rubbish on TV or something, and then just getting a plan in my head for the following day. H4s, I often post the H4 dashboards. I'm always looking at them. I have an alarm clock set for the H4s, and that goes off 20 minutes before. And this is an important note I don't make often on Twitter also. I will often see a big bar that looks like it might reverse, and if I get a valid reversal before the H4 closes, I will still take it then. And I must admit, I haven't tried this on the daily or the weekly. There's not really much need, but I will study those as well. Remember, these things are quite new to me. You can track back on my YouTube channel and probably sort by date or something like that, and you will find when I first noticed this, probably now, time flies so fast, probably 8 months, maybe even a year ago, and every day I see something new. What I have shared with you today is something virtually totally new. I may have mentioned it in passing in the past, but I didn't really understand the significance back then. So there we go, guys. A quick, well, not necessarily a quick, but a video about dashboards. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, I do appreciate comments and sharing. Subscribe, of course, if you feel like it, and if you find a video that really gives you a light bulb, or what I call a eureka moment, then please post a link with perhaps a comment or 2 on Twitter to let other people know, because I don't really re-watch my videos, so I don't know what the content is really there, and it only takes one tiny comment. This has happened to me hundreds of times from great traders. One tiny comment, and all of a sudden things slip into place. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.